Hey everybody, One Wisdom here. I'm a little bit worried about this. We're gonna take Fish Commander. My gut instinct said I would like Sword Specialist the best, but I thought Fish Commander had the highest upside. I also said I thought it was the biggest gamble between the two paths, and so we're gonna take it and we're gonna hope for the best. Something of interest, when we were wrapping things up after we took Sword Specialist, I noticed that when we were about to do the Blowhole Blaster, which turned out to take damage on your, hold X attack from a meager beginning of 80 to 120 via splash damage, all the way up to 211 to 316. We had something happen, I guess, when I was trying to execute the combos from Seesaw Combos, and I noticed that our Blowhole damage was sitting at 96 to 144, and I couldn't figure out. I didn't know it either. I figured came with Sword Swells, our first upgrade down Sword Specialist, or it came from Super Seesaw, which increased the damage to our primary attacks. I don't understand the logic, and I'm not going to complain because it's good for us, but whenever you get Super Seesaw, your sword damage jumps, 54 to 65, your jump slam increases, the combo, etc. Also, what increases is your blowhole attack or splash damage. It goes from 80 to 120 to 96 to 144. So that's where that comes in. It is actually in the base upgrade. So that's good. Basically means if you do take Fish Commander, you'll still be doing 96 to 144 versus the 80 to 120. Although you will miss out on the gargantuan jump from 96 to 211. I mean, that's more than double, That's crazy, but Fish Commander, I'm still hopeful this thing pans out for us. So we're going to take it, hope for the best. I would hate to have to reset him again, but bottom line, even with the base upgrades, this guy's great, so I guess anything on top of it's just going to be gravy. But let's go ahead and take that. And I have updated the attack damage spreadsheet to indicate what we found. So, alright, we took our pointless cutscene, and now it is time. Fish Commander gets started with Fish. The price $10.54, that's with our 19 Wing Sapphire discount. Press Y to release fish projectiles while riding the wheel shield. So we're going to grab that. This path, again, what I kind of likened it to is with Gill Grunt. Way back in SSA, I didn't get two of each figures at the time. I didn't reset them. It was like, okay, I'm doing this one time. What path would I like better? And with that one, it's like the harpoons, man. It's way cooler. You get 3 harpoons. They shoot through stuff. It ties in with the soul gem, yada yada. And then in Series 2, when I took Water Weaver, I was like, geez, this is a lot better. And I was kind of thinking along those lines here. So I don't know, maybe that was a bad idea, but we're going to come up. We might need to be in a chapter to see. This does 30 to 45 damage, even though it doesn't register it. But we're going to press the Y button to release fish projectiles. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's kind of a cool look. Okay, so 96 to 144. Let's check the range on these bad ones. Decent range. I'd say it's like a mid-range. It's definitely not like a screen cleaner. That's a promising sign. I'm glad we didn't start with 15 to 22. Then I would have been very concerned that we would in fact have to reset him. And you know what? Homing fish. Let's see here. Stack 3. Release a fish projectile that hops towards enemies, and then endless fish. Riding the wheel, hold the Y button to shoot unlimited fish projectiles. Alright, so we're in a bit of a dilemma here. And I think I'm going to gamble on it. Now there's a chance the damage went up from 30 to 45 on that. They don't mention it. But we're going to grab homing fish. Press Y. Oh, wait. You don't have to be riding the wheeling and dealing for this? Okay, so that won't interfere at all. So, fantastic. Homing fish. Press Y to release a fish projectile that hop towards enemies. Now, that looks like a piranha to me. Question is, does it hop fast, and does it do a lot of damage? So this is apparently just an addition to our shield bash. So the shield bash, where we left off, it was doing, what, 30 to 45, I believe? And then, of course, you can hold it for 6 seconds, and you don't take damage at all. So we should apparently do our 30 to 45, and then have a projectile fish come out that'll hop towards the enemy. So that's wrong. That was the other Y button. Yeah, so here we go. Oh, so it's kind of more like a gun effect. Still 6 seconds. Is he gonna go? Look at that determination. I am so proud of that guy. So 33 there, and that would mean it should be 49, I would guess. The question I have, though, is he literally hopped there, but it seems like they get shot out. A really good range. Now let's see. Okay, so again, these are very determined little fishes. But let's see what if they do increased damage when we like point blank range just shoot. No, sadly. I thought maybe if it's like a direct hit, it would do like 66 or something. What is happening? I'm getting a lot of numbers overlapping. The bash was 30 to 45, and I feel like I'm not seeing that anymore. I'm seeing like a 36 and a 33. So the 33 is definitely the fish. And then the shield is so wow. I don't know why they don't say that goes up. So shield bash is now going to be 36 to 54. And then how would we word this one? Homing fish, I guess we'll just literally type that out. Or no, we can do just fish, keep it shorter. It's 33 to 49, so slight increase on the shield bash itself. And then, of course, the homing fish, 33 to 49. Can you have multiple active at the same time? At least 2. So, there's that little guy. There's 1. Can't really see when I shoot them over there. Looks like you can have 2 active. That's what I'm thinking. There was the 49. Yeah, there's 2 of them going in succession. So let's try to find somewhere we can pin them and see them. Okay, there's our 2. Yes, as soon as I shoot the third one, the first one disappears. So 2 active, I'll add that in there.
Talk to Fling.
2. It's alright, now, if we're up top,
Steer clear.
we're still just doing 96 there. If I hold Y, nothing happens. Okay, so let's go to chapter 2, I think. And we need to see, there's a very real chance that they will have made this increase, unbeknownst to us, the 30 to 45 from just riding, wheeling, and dealing, because they did that with homing fish also increased shield bash. So it would make sense that fish, question, exclamation, question, could in fact raise shield bash from 30 to 45 to 36 to 54. So we can check it out right here, and then we'll be back up with Persephone shortly. So, all we're going to do is just like we did when we started this base upgrade, we're just going to ride in here. Yeah, it is. So we predicted it correctly. 36. I don't want to kill those guys. I want to see if the homing fish will do it. Ah, that's like a bullet. Anyway, I shot one out over there. Did he go off the screen? I don't see him. Let's shoot the piston. Where are the homing fish going? They're not staying on the surface. Okay, that one did. I don't know what he attacked. So they work best as bullets in this scenario. Anyway, okay, well, let's just get out of here.
That was no fluke.
Alright. I felt like they were, I don't know if they're like dropping down in the Tussle Sprout battle area or what they're doing.
Here I go.
But,
I know why you're here.
no, you don't.
You want to know
We're here to
about
research.
bad guys.
I'm not even going to go back and grab that coin, man. Alright, so let's put that into place. So 36, I should document that before we upgrade again. Come up here to Miss Persephone. Alright. So, as we guessed, since we had the unexpected increase on homing fish to shield bash, fish is going to make... I'm just going to put wheel and deal to make it shorter. It's now 36 to 54, and then 96 to 144 on the fish. So now we're going to get our final upgrade. We'll just check it out here. This is, of course, endless fish. While riding the wheel shield, hold Y to shoot unlimited fish projectiles. I'm hoping there's also a slide. It doesn't have to be massive, but if we get up over 100 on the damage, I'll be pretty content with that. And I feel like at that interval, you know, I guess it'll depend how quick they come out, but if we can get just, I don't know, anything slightly greater than 96 would be a perk to me. So let's check this out. We're gonna hop up here, and we were able to just do that and do 96. And now we can basically just clean the immediate area, and I think that should push enemies back. So let's just tap it and see if we're able to push them back.
Are stronger in this zone.
No. Crazy. Oh, and if you get hit, you apparently end wheeling and dealing.
Looks like this.
Okay, so the trolls will give us a little tougher competition. I feel like I'm forgetting something I said we were going to check. But sadly, they're still doing the 96, which I shouldn't really complain, but the problem is the sword path is real soft. Well, you know what? We do need to check and see if this does more than 36. No, it's still at 36, sadly. It does push the enemy back, but not far. So that is also something to note. You can see there, it pushed him back. I thought, wow, we just shot somebody, and I realized it was that.
That was no fluke.
Okay, so I think we've pretty well seen what we need to see here. And it'll just split. So let's do that. Back to the academy we go. Alright, so endless fish, it's still going to be 96 to 144. And it did no increase to just a straight wheeling deal. Interesting. So 96 to 144. And we'll cycle back over here, pick up the soul gem, and we'll be done. Alright. So, and obviously the more enemies you have and the tougher they are, the better that would have looked, you know. But chapter 2 is just the quickest for me. So that said, he's still got one more item of interest for it. It is his soul gem. It's called Sea Slammer. While riding the wheel shield, press XXX to slam down on the ground. Price is going to be $24.80. We'll go ahead and grab that. Again, something I would have liked to have seen with this path is perhaps the speed increase when you're doing that. Or perhaps even armor, you know, tying in somehow. But let's go ahead now and see what we get here. Should be the same as it was, which was 195, 292, but we will check it out. Yeah, 195, 292 is going to be the same. So that's what it looks like. It looks really cool. And then the damage is okay. There's the 292. It's just that the sword path is really good. Alright, so let's hop up here. If we are to press X, we've got our sword attack. We would be doing 36 to 54 just while hovering around. Then our sword again is 65. If you 1, 2, 3 the sword, you will do the soul gem combo 195, 292. If you were to come in and press the secondary button, you just simply end it. And now if you come in and you press Y, you've got sort of a wall of fish. It sort of knocks enemies back a bit, 96 to 144. And your other thing, of course, is you can just do this. You can spin around and clean the screen, or you can focus on like a group of enemies in front of you that are coming in like a, horseshoe formation, and if some come up behind you, you start eradicating them like that. So this really comes down to what you prefer. You have to admit, this is pretty cool. I mean, you haven't really seen anything like this in Skylanders before. And what I love about it, though, is one of the saving graces is you're still able to move. Freely. I don't mean just like rotate, I mean like if I decide to come right over here and get in this guy's face, we can do that, and if I want to turn around, we can. If I want to go to Persephone's treehouse, we can. So, very cool stuff there. And then, of course, our other upgrade on this path is now when we do the shield bash that was doing 30 to 45, it is up to 36 to 54 on its own. But then it also shoots out that fish projectile that's going to do 33 to 49. So it's almost like a bullet and close to mid-range. Let's stand here in the river, and it's still like a bullet. So, unless you like are off target, or you hit quickly, that's really great range. And I guess they hone in on whatever their eyes see. So they're very determined fish. They've always made it to their target here in our research. But yeah, it's basically going to come down to, do you prefer the primary or the secondary more? If you think you're always going to be hovering and you like the idea of like spamming an attack like endless fish, that is the way to go. Most disappointing thing with endless fish is just that we didn't get a slight bump. Even if we went from 96 to 100, which is only 4 points of interest, and then 144 to 150, would have been slightly better in my opinion. The homing fish is kind of neat, especially when it's like bullet range. If you do miss, it's gonna, track down something, I'm sure. But it's a very good projectile. And then what I like best about that, though, is really something we've not talked about. If I decide I'm going to shoot a bullet at this guy, then I automatically do the shield bash and enter shield mode. So that's kind of like a precursor just to a great attack. That's basically the way that's going to pan out. And then if it buys me time, I can do that, enter the shield, and then I can come in and we're going to do our 3654 while we fly around. And then of course I can just set it up and just start cleaning the screen, literally. So, I don't know, man, it's tough. I think personally, I would be better suited towards Sword Specialist. I just feel like that fits my playstyle a little better. That said, I do think I will leave him on Fish Commander. I would love to pick up a second Flip Wreck as soon as he becomes available and actually have him down Sword Specialist at a later date. But for now, I'm just going to roll with that, see how it plays in the game against some tough enemies and larger groups of enemies, and then kind of take it from there. But really, you can't go wrong with either one. It just depends on your personal playstyle. If I had to pick one over the other, for myself, it would be Sword Specialist. That's what I would recommend for veteran players.
Your next challenge awaits you, Portal Master.
Probably rookie players that tend to prefer combo stuff. If you're just like, what's something I can do with this guy that's just super easy, then you would probably just want to do Fish Commander and just incessantly spam endless fish. So I guess that would be best for like younger and rookie players or something. But that's it. I'm going to end this. I may come in and upgrade Enigma. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed our Flipwreck Skylanders research, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know. If you have not subscribed, I encourage you to do that. You can also tell your friends to do the same thing. It would be much appreciated. You can follow me on Twitch, where very, very shortly, now that Wave 5 has dropped, I will be going into Battle Chaos via the blind stream. So stay tuned for that. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, personal site, oneofweezem.com. And of course, for your enjoyment, I created the Skylander Club forum at skylanderclub.com, so be sure to check that out as well. That said, for myself and Flipwreck, thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you back here for Enigma's base upgrades.